I will not be eating anything for the next 48 hours. I started my weight loss journey almost exactly 6 years ago now. And the first thing that I tried that worked for me was alternate day fasting. So I thought it'd be a cool experiment just to revisit what I used to do to lose weight and see how I feel. I imagine it's gonna be a lot harder this time because I'm not as motivated by self-hatred, but we're gonna see if we can do it. That's pretty much how I lost 100 pounds in about a year. There's a reason why I didn't continue doing this moving forward. I ended up gaining back like 50 or 60 pounds a couple times actually. There was a whole binge eating cycle. It was really just not a good process. Let's see how this goes. All right, it is almost 10:30. I'm almost 15 and a half hours into this fast. Feeling pretty good right now. Actually, I just got over some pretty severe brain fog. Like the last hour, I couldn't focus. I couldn't think. I can still barely speak now. This is around the time when I eat every day, and I do usually start to feel the brain fog around here. And then that's kind of when I end up eating, and then I feel better, feel normal. But I mean, it subsided, so hopefully that doesn't come back. Hunger levels, I'm at about say a 4 out of 10. I really tried to talk myself out of trying this. I remember how painful it was of an experience every time I did it, and I did it consistently for damn near a year. So that just shows you how motivated I was at the time, but it definitely wasn't from a good place. It was definitely mostly self-hatred and hating the way I looked in the mirror, hating the way I felt in my body. I'm glad that I'm in a much better space mentally now to where I actually do push myself and challenge myself and try to become more fit to have a better future, as opposed to like running away from a version of myself that I didn't like. I really aspire to inspire other people, and hopefully I can be that spark that ignites somebody else's weight loss journey, because I know that there were a lot of people that I watched on YouTube that helped keep me going, helped push me. So I hope that I could be that for other people as well. I had this idea in my head that I wouldn't make content until I lost all the weight, got to my goal of 175, just because I didn't want any of the backlash. I didn't want anybody to call me fat. I was just so insecure with myself, and just I didn't like the way that I looked, even though I had already lost a significant amount of weight. I was like, no, I'm gonna keep waiting. That was years ago. I'm glad that I've gotten over that for the most part. There's also value in showing the journey. Like, I'm still actively trying to lose weight. I'm not where I want to be yet. So that can be inspiring for a lot of people, to show the struggles, show the failures, and just show the process, not just the end product. I'm technically cheating, I will admit, consuming a little bit of MCT oil. I had about 12 milliliters this morning. I measured that on the food scale with my coffee, black coffee, by the way. There was nothing else in the coffee besides the MCT oil. Maybe that's why I feel pretty good right now. All right, we got my pre-workout meal here, my second cup of coffee, little splash of MCT oil, maybe about 3 milligrams. So now we're up to about 135 calories on the day. I was pretty damn hungry about an hour ago, but I feel okay now. It's 1 o'clock, 18 hours in now. The real test will definitely be tomorrow, or really just trying to get to sleep tonight. I'm gonna go play a little bit of basketball right now. It's gonna be very light. I'm not gonna do any running, any jumping, just some form shooting, a little bit of dribbling. That's about it. In my experience, because I did this for a year, I typically feel worse when I get zero exercise in. When I do something, a little bit of exercise, but nothing strenuous, then I actually feel pretty good. Yeah, I want to try to make this as easy of a process as possible, because it is something that's very difficult regardless. I also forgot to mention that one of the reasons why I wanted to do this challenge is almost just like a reset. My activity level has been pretty high, and I feel like I'm kind of redlining a bit, or at least I was last week. In terms of my energy levels, I just felt fatigued all the time. 30 days of running really did a number on me, especially on top of my typical routine. I wanted to give my body some time to rest and recover, as well as my digestive system, just because I've been eating a lot. So once I break this fast and I get back into my routine, I'm probably gonna dial the calories down a little bit. Let's go play some basketball. Pretty nice day today. Got the sleeves rolled up because I don't want to get a farmer's tan, or I should say, I don't want my farmer's tan to get any worse, because it's already there. All right, no matter how many times something goes wrong, it's still frustrating every time. But apparently the mic died, so I was yapping for about 20 minutes and nobody was listening. But yeah, I was pretty much just shooting around. Then I went to play with the puppies for a little bit, just to make time pass, distract myself, get a little bit of sunlight, a little bit of exercise. Then after that, it was time to go back inside and yap some more. All right, it is currently 5:30, so we're 22 and a half hours into this fast. I'm surprisingly not that hungry yet still. I haven't really been that hungry. The main thing I've been fighting with is just brain fog and like kind of lightheadedness. Kind of just raw dog some salt, just got it on my finger, just ate salt. I will say though, from what I remember, the hardest part of the day is going to bed. We'll see whether or not I have to take a lethal dose of melatonin. Yeah, I don't know. We might have to up the dose, maybe do some injections or something, some anesthesia. I don't know, but we're gonna do whatever we can to get to sleep tonight. Haven't really exactly planned out what I'm gonna eat yet. Whatever I eat is gonna taste amazing. I already know. The best eating experiences in my life were after fast. That's probably what led to my binge eating. Like, imagine how good a food that you're craving tastes after you haven't eaten anything for 2 days. I'm not gonna do that. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm gonna eat something that's, you know, already meal prepped. I meal prepped yesterday, so I got some shredded chicken breast cooked. Maybe do a sandwich or maybe some like fries with that. I just air fry some fries. I've been doing that the last hour or so. I don't know if there's actual scientific research that supports this. It's just from what I remember, and I kind of have a tendency to take food for granted and overindulge. When I finish a fast, one, I typically eat less and I'm more mindful in general, but two, I literally enjoy the food more. Like, not only when I initially break the fast, but just it kind of lingers on for like days, even weeks. And I'm pretty sure it also resets your palate to some degree, so you don't need as highly palatable of food to get the same level of enjoyment out of it. On my weight, I think I was just under 220 this morning. I was 219.9 if I remember correctly, and I just weighed myself about an hour ago and I'm like 217.3, so I lost like a little over 2.5 pounds. But I'm curious to see what I weigh in tomorrow morning. Be ready to get back on track starting on Wednesday. Try to go to bed as early as I can, sleep as much as I can, so I can, you know, kind of fast forward through the rest of this. Can't really complain. It hasn't been that miserable of an experience so far, so hopefully tomorrow's more of the same. 2:30 a.m. I've been tossing and turning for the last 30 minutes. I just took a little shot of MCT oil. Hopefully that helps. I might drink some apple cider vinegar with some salt. I do not feel good right now, but we're gonna try to fight through. It's nice to drink something that actually has some kind of flavor to it that's not apple cider vinegar or salt. Yeah, man, last night was rough to say the least. Woke up at about 2 a.m., didn't get back to sleep till maybe 3:30, and then I woke up at like 6 and tossed and turned for like another hour until I just decided to get up around 7. I feel pretty well rested though, surprisingly. I don't feel sleep deprived at all. I think we got through the hardest parts for sure. Today is just going to be about trying to distract myself for the rest of the time until I can eat later on. A part of this was supposed to be me coming back to eating, being more mindful and making better decisions. So I'll try not to actually inhale the food. I'll try to chew more than twice. Being aware of like how much I think about food, that's definitely been the hardest part. I wasn't that hungry yesterday, but just thinking about eating the entire day. I almost grabbed some protein bars like 10 times yesterday just because it's just like a habit. Like, I just see it there, I'm like, oh, I want to eat that. And I definitely miss having energy too. Like, I'm just tired all the time. I feel weak. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to not take that for granted and let that be a source of motivation to be able to appreciate the ability to work out more. Because there are definitely people in the world who don't have that ability, who have some sort of disabilities and or just whatever medical conditions that prevent them from being able to exercise and try to reach their peak health. And I have the opportunity to do that, so I'm going to try my best not to take that for granted. In the meantime, I'm going to drink this coffee, I'm going to drink water throughout the day, probably go outside and shoot around a little bit again. And just try to do whatever I can to make the time pass. It is 1 p.m. I'm gonna shoot around a little bit. I feel horrible, I'm not gonna lie. It's really starting to get to me. I think I got 6 hours left for 42 hours in. I just chugged some apple cider vinegar with some salt in my water. That was horrible. We are getting desperate. It is 4 o'clock. I have 3 hours left, or a little less than 3 hours left. I'm not waiting a damn second longer than I need to. I decided to saute up some onions and bell peppers just to give myself the illusion that I might eat something soon, but also just for the fragrance, for the smell. I just wanted the smell of food. Yeah, I'm desperate. I know it's getting bad. This looks crazy. I'm probably gonna put this in my chicken quesadilla that I eat, so I know that's gonna hit. And I've also gone to the extent of prepping everything I'm gonna eat. As soon as that clock hits 7 o'clock, I'm crushing everything. So we got kind of like a 3-course meal. I'm gonna need a pretty big chicken quesadilla, a little like mini protein pizza, and then some protein oats. Those are the three things. Probably gonna eat the protein oats first, but I got everything already weighed out and portioned out, and desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Let's go, man. I am so hungry. Whenever I do something challenging like this and I'm done, it just makes me so much more grateful for my regular day-to-day life. As you guys can see, what I'm most grateful for, a little after 7, a few seconds after 7, and I'm done. I don't have to fast anymore. So I'm gonna dive into this, and this is probably gonna be the best thing I've eaten in a long time, or at least I'm gonna enjoy it more than I have anything else in a long time. You see, we got a, you know what I'm saying, a whole 3-course meal. Got this protein pizza, protein oats with some fruit, and I got a big chicken quesadilla right here that I'm really looking forward to. It's the first bite after 48 hours of not eating. Man, that's good. That's good stuff right there. All right, this is the end of the 48 hours. Here's my final physique check. It was a long road, but we got through it. Definitely not gonna do anything like this again anytime soon, but I'm glad that we did it. Also, here's my final weigh-in. We lost 4.5 pounds. Again, I know most of that is water weight, but some of that is fat as well. Hopefully this is a catalyst that gets my weight loss moving in the right direction, but I guess y'all have to stay tuned to find out.